In this video, I'll show you how to build a wheelbarrow planter. Let's get right to it. I'll start by cutting up two 6-foot boards into the various lengths I'll need for this project. After filing down the edges, I'll run 2 of the boards over the table saw to get perfectly flat sides. These will be laminated together using outdoor wood glue and several clamps. This glue up will be set aside until tomorrow so it can properly cure overnight. While I wait, I'll use my jigsaw to cut a swooshing pattern through another board. This will be for the top features of the planter box itself. I'll cut it in such a way that one board will provide both swooshes. A little filing and the swooshes are evened out and ready to go. This piece will be used to create the front wheel, and with the glue now dry, I can use a bucket to trace a circle onto the wood. The size is entirely your preference, but I have this bucket handy, so this is the size mine will be. Again, the jigsaw is the tool for this job. I'll use a hole saw to sketch out some circular features for the wheel before cutting them out with the same saw. These circular cutouts will be used later in the project, so I'll set them aside for now. The router will give the wheel some nice rounded edges on both sides. With my clamps now available, I'll glue 3 more boards together and set them to the side until tomorrow. For the pair of wheelbarrow handles, I'll cut a piece of 2x4 and then rip it down the middle. I'll use the plane to form both handles. I'm not going to be too fussy here. I only need the end portions of each handle to be rounded for the hand grip area. This filing will smooth over these ends before I finish them off with a little sanding. This board will form the base of the planter. I'll mock up the pieces to see that everything fits okay. Now is the time to make adjustments if you need to. Glue and brad nails will be holding this planter together. I'll simply go around and nail each of the walls to the base. For drainage, I'll use this 3/8 spade bit to drill several holes. I'll finish all the corners and edges with the router. Next is the swoosh toppers. I trim down an edge of this board to attach it on an angle here at the front. The main planter box will be attached to the handles, so I'll assemble this section using a few thin board cuttings and some screws. Here, I'm cutting one of the wheel cutouts in half. Each one will be glued to either side of the wheel to give it some thickness to better balance on the axle. This will now be left to dry overnight. For the axle, I'll cut 5 inches of this dowel and sand the ends. Another spade bit will be used to drill a hole through the wheel itself. Next, the holes in the handle component can be added. I'll just test it out here to make sure it works properly. Four screws will attach the box to the supporting handles, and the 2 leg pieces will also be secured to the handle bars. To ensure the axle doesn't slip out, I'll drill a few holes and add 2 screws. Okay, let's add the flowers. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed the video and take away some ideas for your own gardens. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.